Copio la gente. How's everybody doing tonight? How do you say that? My name is David. Can I live with you? When I first arrived at my community, this is a picture of it in Paraguay, as a Peace Corps volunteer, those are the only phrases that I knew how to say. Most of the community only spoke Guarani, historically a trade language of South American, an indigenous one. The community had bordered a national park and was suffering this alarming rate of deforestation. As an environmental conservation volunteer, it was my job to get into the community, figure out what was going on, integrate, and develop means to help them out. After so much time looking for a place to live and being turned away from different people, I moved in with this lady, Vale. She was a medicine woman and a healer of the community. It was pretty stressful and hard for me just figuring out what was going on and finding a place to go. So I had to develop different ways to keep my head on my shoulders and keep the anxiety down as just kind of everything was going on. So every siesta, I would wander off and just take a moment for myself in the woods. This guy, Gabby, when I would do that and people would come to visit me, he would say, "Ohokunya hape," which basically means that I've run off to my harem in the woods. Apparently, I was becoming the secret lover of the community. I guess not too bad of a reputation, but it was his way to protect me. This particular family, they were always taking care of me. They did so many different things. And so, with Vale and everything, sorry, she's pretty emotional when I talk about her. But sometimes I even felt pretty ill. And she would always nurse me back to health with medicinal plants. A couple of times even, just so I could evacuate to the hospital. Back in the US, so we're seeing a lot of different raising rates of anxiety and low levels of happiness. So when I came back to the States, after about 3.5 years, I needed something else. I needed a medicine woman. There's now plenty of evidence suggesting the healing power of nature immersion and forest ecosystems. This evidence supports that it's not just the medicinal plants in a forest that can heal, but the forest itself. And it can do that on a psychological, neurological, and physiological level. E.O. Wilson's concept of biophilia, have you guys heard of it? Yeah? So it suggests that there's this innate need and longing for nature and natural spaces with the human body. So there's this sweet spot of tree density. Too dense, anxiety. Too few, not as much. But there's a sweet side of tree density, and it just so happens that the Ponderosa pine forests here in Boulder contain exactly that. Check out Enchanted Mesa. It's like a big hug. And so basically, various hikes and nature therapies have come around, including Shinrin-yoku or forest bathing. They're becoming more popular. Doctors in Japan and South Korea, and even some here in Boulder, have started to prescribe that as a way to combat different ailments. And the side effects of that have been an increase in cognitive function. Even with open space and mountain parks, who I work for, these particular hikes have started to be offered for the general public, which is pretty awesome. So, and several other private entities have been doing these professionally. But when we have those transcendent moments in nature, where life just simply feels amazing and things just start to make sense, like on a backpacking trip or anything, those particular moments are incredibly healthy. They're incredibly important to our state. As these moments happen, cortisol or stress hormones in the brain increase. Blood pressure, pulse, and everything all drop. So we even start to see this increase of dopamine in the brain. Alpha waves even start to increase, and killer cells in the body increase, helping it to start fighting off different illnesses. The body is just simply better able to take care of itself. And research has shown that this can help with anxiety, depression, and even diabetes. Not all of us have a healer like Vale, but we all have our own medicine woman. We all have access to the forests and different natural ecosystems. Personally, I've witnessed this healing power of nature. So get outside, not just for a daily workout in Boulder, but with the intention to experience the forest with all the beautiful senses you have. Do this and experience the medicine of the forest.